So, with recent events, I had talked about a video that I wanted to make, and I actually wanted to make it a little bit more of a tribute, but my mother fell, and so that kind of changed my time frame on everything. My mother is doing okay. She's on the mend. Do I? Yes, pray. Um, she's um, she fell on black ice in our driveway, and I'm thankful and grateful because the fall could have been so much worse. It easily could have been so much worse. Um, so I can't explain to you without showing you the driveway how it could have been so much worse. Anyway, I have been there for the last few days. I came home last night and I'm supposed to go back today. That's probably not going to happen because I have a busted migraine. Um, so my cousin has pretty much grounded me. Thankfully, I have two cousins that are CNAs that are looking after mother, and that is such a wonderful thing to have and be blessed by. To just I'm you know we've got a lot of help, and even more people that are offering to help, and I appreciate it tremendously. Bear with me in words because you all know when my head hurts, words don't come out right. The final story that we're going to talk about, I thought I had done the final video in guardianship in Kentucky when Leslie Cricker passed away. That was in 2017. For many, many years now, since then, I have prayed and I have tried to find a suitable, for lack of a better way of putting it, person to have his personal effects and his flag. I knew there had to be somebody that loved him as much as me, if not more. And so it just so happened on Christmas Eve, we have had some wonderful people come into our lives. And I had asked my sister in October to ask them if maybe they might be related. And in the rush of everything, it didn't happen. Well, Christmas Eve, I didn't get to go home on Christmas because it snowed. So we were sitting talking, and after we exchanged pleasantries, I was like, can I ask you a kind of awkward question or unusual question? And she's like, yeah, you can ask me anything. And I asked her, if they were related to Les, or possibly, or maybe knew him. And long story short, son, please stop. Stop. Long story short, the the gentleman is Les's biological grandson. And we talked 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 some more. And then the next day I pulled out all of his belongings and went through them all, and sorted them out better because I hadn't touched them since the day that he died. And I just kind of like put everything in a box and came home. But within the next few days, they will be delivered to him. And it is, to a lot of people, it may seem like a nothing. Stop. You see what I'm doing? Stop. To a lot of people, it may not mean anything. For me, this is the best case scenario. This young man loved him, and he taught him how to play baseball when he was a little boy, and he now coaches baseball. And they share a love of sour cream and onion potato chips and so many different things that they have wonderful memories to bond them together, even though he wasn't able to be there when he passed. And it is when I say this, please, there's no malice intended. Um, Being able to hand, the information for the cemetery even to them, and when we do different ceremonies and things of that nature to them, is just precious. It's just beyond. Um, it's amazing, and um, sorry, my brain is just rattling. Um, I've been on the road for 4 days straight, and my brain just said last night, nope, you can't do this for a day or two. So that's where we're at. Um, but I wanted to get this put up. Um, there's more to this story. There's more. I wanted to do this in a different way. I wanted to at least to film exactly giving him the flag and things of that nature. But as it worked out with my mother taking the fall, it that had to take priority. These people will always be a part of our lives and in contact with us, and that's just tremendous because he became like an uncle to me, and I didn't get to know him before he was a sick man, but I got to love him, and I'm thankful for the period of time that God gave me with him. And now it's almost that bittersweetness of finally taking him home and him finally being with his family and finally being able to rest um, with, there's no um, there's no worries about if somebody's going to be upset because of anything that I did to care for him. They are so gracious and precious that we found each other, and it's a tremendous thing. And I'm so thankful because this truly is the best ending to this situation that could ever happen. And I've posted pictures, when we go to the cemetery, I posted pictures of his grave along with my dad's. And hopefully, um, when we do this for the next ceremonies, I'll be able to introduce them to you as well. Um, so I'm really excited. Things have turned out really great. If my grandson doesn't quit with this flashlight with his me having a migraine, I may have to bonk him on his head. Anyway, please don't do that. That makes my head hurt really, really bad. Please don't do that. Have a kabonk you on the noggin. Can I kabonk you on the noggin? Anyway, it has been, I've been trying to upload on Mondays. Um, Going forward for at least the next 4 to 8 weeks at this point, I don't know where we're going to land with that because my mother's health takes priority. Um, like I said, right now I am blessed with the cousins and stuff that I have. Um, I would, if I didn't have them, I would have to be on the road with a blinding migraine going back to Bell County. Um, Whereas whenever I spoke to my mom this morning to check on her, my cousin was in the background saying, "You stay there. There's no sense in worrying her and risking an accident and all that stuff." And I can't thank God and them enough for allowing them to be members of my life. I'm so incredibly humbled. Because to be really honest with you, I didn't have this with my dad, and to have it with my mother. And when I say that, I have to explain that a little bit more later. But there was no time. It was always, I had a bag packed in the car and stuff like that. There was no time to stop and think and actually arrange a schedule of who could take care of and be there when and all that good stuff. So to walk out of my mom's house, as bad as I didn't want to, but to be able to come home and rest and then go back and take care of her is truly amazing. And to know that I leave her in the most gentle, most precious hands ever is amazing. And whenever they give me permission, I'm going to introduce you to them because they are two of the most awesome cousins. I have, and I have more than them. But right now they're the stars, and I'm so thankful for them. And this is getting about 10 minutes, and I'm rambly, and my brain is about to explode. So we're going to wrap it up. Remember, I am the mayor's daughter. You probably see a little junkie here, there, and yonder. Oh well.
And I'm the mayor's great grandson.
Life has happened, and I have to rest and tidy up so I can, and repack so I can go back down there. Um, I really wanted to get some video of the Christmas lights, and I don't know if I can or not. But we'll try to do that and put it up. But thank you for those of you that have followed me on Twitter, and those of you who have reached out to me or have even just whispered a prayer. I know there's a lot going on in personal lives. So know that even in the midst of this, I'm praying for you and thinking about you. So do take care. Remember, I love you. I'm the mayor's whoops, that's you. I'm the mayor's daughter, and
I'm the mayor's great grandson.
Exactly. Thank you all so much. We will see you in the next one.
We'll see you.